Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, March the 4th. I've been a little bit absent, and that's because the Beardmobile has been suffering some issues, let's put it that way. A little bit of work had to be done, and we're back now. We're good as gold, and the Beardmobile back at solid 60%. So, now that I've returned to playing Taboom Beach, I've found that it is Riflemania a whole weekend long. And I got incredibly squee happy, because if there's one thing I have learned, it's these ridiculous little rifle mofos do insane things. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do Dr. T. All riflemen, all the way, all the time, all the something else. I couldn't think of something else. I tried, but it didn't happen. Alright, stages 1 and 2, as per usual, pretty easy. Aside from the fact that stage 2 just has a ridiculous amount of hit points. Anyone trying to gunboat that down, probably gonna run into some surprises. Like, I guess the critters will eventually take it down, but whatevs. And way. Moving on to stage 3, and stage 3 is kind of where things get tricky for the rifle persons. I don't, I'm just saying, rifle persons might be more acceptable. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get fancy with the rifle persons, and I'm going to throw some smokes, and then I'm going to walk them right up, almost between the mortar and the machine gun, and then one shock, wham. All 4 defenses that can reach there just crumple, and as you can see, the ants are doing what the ants do so well. I didn't even want to lose a single troop, so I shocked the sniper tower and the cannon, but like, if you can't, the sniper tower and the cannon aren't going to kill that many rifle persons. So, once you're done there, go up into that very back corner, just like that, and you should be able to shoot down that headquarters with really no more problems. Moving on to stage 4. Oh, piece of candy. Extra crystal. Hooray. So, stage 4, obviously, you take out your rocket launcher and take out the mines that are all over the joint. And, of course, I am doing all of these attacks sans boost. I have no boost. I cannot lie. No. Doesn't work. Never mind. Throw a shock. It's not so much so that you can shock the boom cannon, but you really want to shock that rocket launcher, or flamethrower. Or, fart thrower if you're into that sort of thing. So, go around the left-hand side as you move up towards the machine guns. Obviously, those stupid shock launchers are going to start doing horrible things. So instead of throwing a shock on the machine guns, you're probably a lot further ahead, throwing a heal just in front of them, so that your riflemen drop into that nice big heal, and then throw the shock back here onto this little 5-pack. As you can see, one shock shocks the lot of them, and then your riflemen can kind of go through wiping out dudes as, the riflemen do. And also, beware, there are mines, so make sure that you toss some heals, just to be on the safe side, because, ain't nobody got time to lose riflemen's to, well, whatever, mines, I guess? I don't know. Also, I'm thinking, like, even though my riflemen are maxed, they're level 22? Level 21, level 22. Pretty sure they're level 22. I'm only landing, like, 3 boats, 4 boats. Like, I'm not landing a lot of riflemen. And as I learned a couple of Riflemanias back, It's all about the numbers with the Riflemen. Like, I remember, like, I was running around on my map. I was wiping out bases with, like, level 14 Riflemen. Bases that I would have to have, like, max tanks to go up against and stuff, just because I had so many of them. They do fantastic things. Uh-oh. That's alright. Don't mind that. So anyways, by all means, you know, like, give the Riflemen a shot. It's rifle weekend. Even if they're slightly under-leveled, you could probably still do some pretty fun things. As you can see here, if you come up against a flamethrower, just throw a heal out in front of that flamethrower, and things will die. So, going around left-hand side, boom cannons, don't even worry about them. Like, don't waste your energy on them at all. However, once you start moving in towards the machine gun and the flamethrower, please do make sure to take them out. Also, you could do something about that mortar, because that mortar just obliterates. I have no idea where the extra sounds of that word came from, but it obliterates your Rifleman if you let it continue to do damage. So, you know, throw some shocks towards it. Throw, if you've got the damage, if you got the Artie and Barty to pull her off there, just toss some damage onto her and take it right out of the picture. But as long as you throw some shocks and or like heals onto your Rifleman, you should be alright. Also, I decided to get kind of fancy with the smokes just because I was hoping to see the like little Rifleman laser pew pew like that. Not realizing I needed like 4 shots before I'd be able to finish them off. Anyways, 5 down, and we still have not landed anything except for Riflemen. Because, well, it's fun. So, on 5, very, very nice, friendly to Rifleman base, as long as you got some energy to kind of kick the attack off. Because there's, as you can see, 3 rocket launchers, 2 of which are pretty hefty, and a shock launcher right on the beach that's just an absolute big shock. It's got like 28,000 hit points. That's almost 30,000 hit points. That's a big shock. So clear all those out. Barrages and artilleries all around for everybody, and I decided to go with the sort of semi-smoky landing, if that makes sense. It's not so much that the smoky landing was really required, but it just made it so that all the Zookas could really start gathering up before anything went really crazy. And then one shock takes out almost all of the AoE. Obviously, the one flamethrower is still there kind of doing work. But over on the right-hand side, like, everything else is toast just from that one shock, which is perfect. Because that is exactly what we need to do all up in here. So, one more shock on the machine guns. If you get the boom cannons, that's handy, but not necessary. And then, once you're up on the HQ, throw some heals on either end, because the one side's going to have the machine gun, the flamethrower growing nuts on them. The other side's going to have the mortar going nuts on them. But if you've got heals at both ends, they should be able to stay standing through the worst of it. And then we get to stage 7. And I know what you're thinking. Ain't no way he's going to get stage 7 with all of this AoE damage with just Riflemen and nothing else. Yeah, I know, you're waiting for like some Zookas and medics in behind there maybe, or something else. Nah, that's not how I roll. It's not gonna work that way. So, Smoky Rifleman, which I gotta say is, okay, first, I severely messed up my smoky pathing, but also the Smoky Rifleman, are just an absolute nightmare. They fan out. There's so many of them. They end up everywhere. It's ridiculous. By the time I got back there, I only had the ability to toss the 2 shocks and a little bit of healing. I know I could have thrown the 3 shocks, but I felt like, you know what, the Riflemen have a little more hit points, so boom. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.